Welcome to Sarasa Samutsaran School. This is Science Matayom 1.
Hello everybody! Hello everyone! Hope you're all doing good today. Welcome to our class. My name is Teacher Carla Circulado, and today I will be teaching the subject. So if you are ready, you can bring out your notebook, your pen, and your books. And please pay attention. Let's begin.
Now let's begin our lesson by reading our vocabulary words. Please listen carefully as I read the word twice, then repeat after me. Flowering. Flowering. Your turn. Very good. Conifer. Conifer. Very good. Spores. Spores. Very good. Fern. Fern. Very good. Shrub. Shrub. Very good. Propagation. Propagation. Very good. Moss. Moss. Very good. Now let's do our dictation of 3 words. Get your paper or your notebook and write as follows. Don't forget to write your name. So if you're ready, let's begin. Number 1. Spell the word fern. Number 1. Fern. Number 2. Spell the word flowering. Number 2. Flowering. And number 3, spell the word propagation. Number 3, propagation. Okay, now let's check your answers. Bring out your red pen for checking. If your answer is correct, please put 1. But if your answer is incorrect, please copy the correct answer. Now let's read and spell together. Number 1. Fern. F E R N. Fern. Very good. Number 2. Flowering. F L O W E R I N G. Flowering. Very good. Number 3. Propagation. P R O P A G A T-I-O-N. Propagation. Good job, everyone. So today, we will have a review from our topic last week. We talked about the classification of plants in Part B. There are two major types of angiosperm or the flowering plants. It's called monocotyledon and dicotyledon. We talked about the monocot's features and dicot's features. So if you're ready, let's do this. Last week, we already talked about the classification of plants, all plants, flowering plants, and non-flowering plants. So, what is the classification of flowering plants? We have two types of flowering plants, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's lesson. So please bring out your books. Open your books on page 10, Unit 1, Plants. Okay, so if you are there, on page 10, we will talk about another classification of plants, which is in Part B, flowering plants, monocotyledon and dicotyledon. Everybody repeat after me. Mono, coti, ledons. Monocotyledons. Very good. So monocotyledons, they are commonly referred to as monocots. Everybody repeat after me. Monocots. Very good. So this is a monocotyledon, or what we call as monocots. The second classification of a flowering plant is called dicotyledons. Everybody repeat after me. Dico, tyledons. Dicotyledons. Very good. So dicotyledons, also known as dicots. Everybody repeat after me. Dicots. Very good. So this is the dicotyledon. So we're going to talk about these two classification or these two type of flowering plants. But first, I want to ask some questions. What is the other name of monocotyledons? Very good. They are also known or referred as monocots. How about what is the other name of dicotyledons? Very good. They are also known as dicots. Okay, we will talk about it more on our next slide. Okay, the first type that we were going to talk about is the monocotyledons. Everybody repeat after me. Mono, coti, ledons. Monocotyledons. Very good. Now let's continue the paragraph. Repeat after me. Are grass and grass-like flowering plants the seeds of which typically contain only one embryonic leaf or cotyledon? Very good. So this is an example of a monocotyledon. Okay, this is a corn seed. Okay, this is a corn seed, corn plant. Okay, so a corn seed is an example of a monocot because a corn seed only have one embryonic leaf or cotyledon. Okay, so corn only have one embryonic leaf or cotyledon. The cotyledon is the one giving food to the embryo. Okay, it only have one embryonic leaf or cotyledon. Now let's see how many cotyledon embryonic leaf monocot has. Very good. They only have one. Monocots or monocotyledon only have one embryonic leaf or cotyledon. Now let's see the next slide. The next one is the dicotyledon or dicots. Okay, let's read together again. Everybody, repeat after me. Dicotyledon. Dicotyledon. Very good. Repeat again. Is any member of the flowering plants. Or angiosperms that has a pair of leaves or cotyledons in the embryo of the seed. Very good. So this is an example of a dicotyledon. Okay, the example is a bean seed and a bean plant. Okay, dicotyledon or dicots has a pair, meaning they have two. Okay, they have one and the other side is two. Okay, they have two, they have a pair of leaves or they have two cotyledons. Okay, they have two cotyledons, this side and the other side. We will see a better pictures on our succeeding slide. Okay, so the question is, how many leaves or cotyledons a dicotyledon has? How many? Very good. They have a pair or two leaves or two cotyledons. Very good. Now let's move on to our next slide. Now we will see a better look of each parts of monocots and dicots features. So first we will talk about their seed leaf. Let's compare their features. For our example, for monocot, we are using a corn seed. Okay, so this is the seed, the corn seed. We will see that it only has a single cotyledon or one seed leaf. Okay, so monocots has only one seed leaf. Let's see the dicots feature. So the dicot, we can see that there is one, two, or double cotyledons. It has two seed leaf. Now the question, how many seed leaf that monocot and dicot has? Very good. So monocot has one seed leaf and dicot has double or two seed leaf. Very good. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. We will talk about their feature, which is the leaves. Okay, so for monocot, the leaves are usually parallel veins. Okay, so the veins in the leaves are usually parallel lines. Okay, next for dicot, the leaves are usually net-like veins. Okay, it's not parallel, but the veins are net-like. Okay, so monocot, the leaves are usually with parallel veins, and dicot leaves are net-like veins. Okay, so what's the difference of monocot and dicot's leaves? Very good. So monocot's leaves are usually parallel lines, and dicot's leaves are net-like veins. Very good. Okay, the next feature is the roots. For monocot's feature, when we take out the plants into the ground, you will see that its roots are fibrous root system. Okay, so monocot's roots are fibrous root. Okay, and for dicot's roots, it's taproot system. Okay, so monocot's roots are fibrous root, and dicot's roots are taproot. So again, what is the roots of monocot and dicot? Very good. So the roots of monocots are fibrous root, as we can see in this picture, and the dicot's roots are taproot. Very good. Another feature is their flowers. Let's talk about monocot first. So for monocot, it says floral parts in multiples of 3. So let's count the petals of monocot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. So monocot's flower are usually 3 petals or multiples of 3. As you can see, there's 2 sets of 3. That's why it's 6. Now let's talk about dicot's flower. Floral parts in multiples of 4 or 5. Okay, let's count the petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's usually 5 petals or multiples of 4 or 5. It can be 8, it can be 10. Okay, so again, what is the difference between monocot and dicot's flowers? Very good. So the flower of monocot is usually 3 petals or multiples of 3. And the flower of dicot is usually 4 or 5 petals or multiples of 5 or 4 or 5 petals. Very good. Now let's move on. Okay, next part or feature is the vascular bundles. Okay, so the vascular bundle is when you cut the stem of the plant, then you will see what's inside the stem. This is what you will see. For monocot, when you cut the stem, you will see a scattered vascular bundles or vascular cells, okay? And for dicot, when you cut the stem, you will see a vascular bundles in a form of circle or a ring. Okay? So monocot's vascular is scattered or it's everywhere in the stem, okay? And for dicot, the shape is circle or ring. Again, what is the difference between monocot and dicot's vascular bundles? Very good. Monocot, the vascular is scattered, while the dicot, the vascular bundle is in shape of a ring or circle. So let's talk about our summary for our topic for today. We talk about the classifications in part B. Again, what are the classification or type of plants in part B? Very good. Flowering plants, monocotyledon and dicotyledon. Very good. Then what is the difference between monocots and dicots? Very good. Monocots contains only one embryonic leaf or cotyledon, while dicots has a pair of leaves or cotyledons. So what are some of the features of monocots and dicots? Very good. So some features, monocots has one seed leaf, parallel veins, and fibrous roots, while dicots has two seed leaf, net-like veins, and tap roots. You're awesome, everybody!
So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you all learned our lesson. Good job, everyone. Don't forget to watch the friendly reminders for your safety. See you again!
Thank you so much, students. And just a reminder, wash your hands, wear your mask, stay at home, eat healthy, and we will see you soon. You're doing a good job. Goodbye.